Welcome to Shangfa YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest updates across South Sudan and beyond. Today we are talking about serious and emotional story coming out of South Sudan. Suspended Petroleum Minister Puot Kang has spoken in court and made strong accusation against government official and security officer. According to Puot Kang, he and other detainees were humiliated while in detention. He said officers from the National Security Services insulted them and even called them dogs. He also accused powerful allies of President Salva Kiir of being connected to the deadly fighting in Nasser that killed many soldiers. These statements were made during a special court session in Juba. The case has already attracted national and international attention because it involved senior political leaders, military officers, and the future of the peace agreement in South Sudan. In today's video, we will break down everything that happened in simple ways. We will look at what Puot Kang told the court, the humiliation claim inside detention, the accusation against government officials, the Nasser attack and death of soldiers, the response from the court, the political tension inside South Sudan, and what this could mean for peace in the country. Stay until the end because this story is very important and continue to develop. Before we proceed, please, I would like you to help the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Let's look at part 1. So, who is Puot Kang? Before we go deeper, let us first understand who Puot Kang is. Honorable Puot Kang is a senior politician in South Sudan. He served as the country petroleum minister before he was suspended. He is also linked to the SPLM-IO political movement led by Dr. Riek Machar, the first vice president. For many years, South Sudan politics has been divided between rival groups. One side is linked to President Salva Kiir while the other side is linked to Dr. Riek Machar and his allies. Although peace agreements have been signed many times, tensions and mistrust still remain in different parts of the country. Now, Honorable Puot Kang and several others are facing serious charges connected to the violence that happened in Nasser in 2025. The government accused them of crimes including treason, terrorism, murder, crime against humanity, destruction of property. These are very serious accusations. However, Honorable Puot Kang say he is innocent and say the accusations are politically motivated. Let's look at what happened in court. During the special court session in Juba, Honorable Puot Kang became the first accused person to testify publicly. The courtroom was tense as he began speaking. According to him, detainees suffered humiliation while in custody under the National Security Service, also known as NSS. Puot Kang told the court that officers insulted them and treated them badly. Honorable Puot Kang claimed that security officer referred to the detainees as dogs. He said one officer even wrote words in Arabic on vehicle used to transport them to court. According to him, the writing means bring the 7 dogs. He explained that there were 7 detainees being transported together, while Dr. Machar was transported separately because he remained under house arrest. Honorable Puot Kang told the court that they reported this issue to the former Director General of the National Security Services. He said a committee was later formed to investigate the matter, and according to him, the writing was confirmed. This was one of the emotional moments inside the courtroom. Let's look at the judge's response. The judge leading the case, James Alala Deng, responded to the allegation. The judge said the issue should have been formally brought before the court earlier so it could be addressed officially. Even though the judge did not immediately make a ruling on the allegation, the statement showed that the court recognized the seriousness of the complaint. Many people listening to the case were surprised by the claim. Supporters of the accused believe the detainees are being mistreated because of politics. Others believe the government is simply following legal procedures after the deadly attack in Nasser. They look at the phone and digital evidence claim. Another major issue raised in court involved with Honorable Puot Kang mobile phone. Prosecutor had earlier claimed that his phone was used to help commit crime related to the Nasser attack. But Honorable Puot Kang strongly rejected that accusation. He told the court that his phone was used for peace work and communication related to implementing the peace agreement in South Sudan. He said the phone was not used for violence or war planning. Honorable Puot Kang also accused security officer of forcefully taking his phone and obtaining the password through intimidation. According to him, messages were later generated using the device. This became another major disagreement inside the courtroom. Digital evidence is very important in modern court cases. Phone, messages, and online communication can all be used as evidence. But Pot Kang said the evidence against him cannot be trusted. The court also had argument about digital forensic report. Forensic report are investigations done by experts to study phone, computers, or electronic communication. Honorable Potkang challenged this report. He claimed that the report may have been prepared by security officer and prosecutor before being approved by expert. According to him, the report were not independent. He suggests that the information may have been influenced or changed. These accusations are serious because they question the credibility of the violence presented in court. So far, prosecution have not publicly responded in detail to those claims. Now let us talk about the event at the center of this entire case. In May 2025, heavy fighting erupted in Nasser, located in Upper Nile State. According to prosecutor, forces connected to the SPLA-IO and the Y Army attacked a military base belonging to the South Sudan People Defense Force, also called SSPDF. The government said 257 soldiers were killed during the attack. Among the dead was military commander David Majudak. Authorities also claim military equipment worth millions of dollars was destroyed or taken during the violence. The attack shook the country and increased political tension. After the violence, several political and military figures were arrested or accused. The government said those responsible must face justice, but the accused denied planning or organizing the attack. Honorable Potkang accuses Kir allies. One of the biggest movements in court came when Potkang accused allies of President Salva Kiir Mayardit of contributing to the violence. He claimed some senior officials helped create the condition that led to the conflict in Nasser. Among the officials he mentioned were Benjamin Bolmel, Martin Ilya Lumoro, Cholton Balok, Michael Makwelwes, Paul Nangmajuk. Potkang accused these officials of supporting military deployment that increased tension in the area. He also claimed inflammatory statements were made against the SPLM-IO and part of the Nuer community. This comment added more politic heat to an already sensitive court case. South Sudan has struggled with conflict for many years. The peace agreement known as the Reply Peace Agreement was supposed to reduce fighting and unite rival forces into one national army, but implementation has been slow. Different political groups still accuse each other of violating the agreement. Honorable Potkang told the court that he and the other accusers support peace. He denied planning any attack against the government. He also said the accusers never held meetings to organize violence. According to him, prosecutors failed to show evidence proving coordination between the accused persons. This issue is important because the success or failure of the peace agreement could affect the future of South Sudan. Another important figure in this story is Dr. Riek Machar. Dr. Machar remains under house arrest while the other accused individuals are detained by security services. The other accused include Mampaldor, Gadwi Lampoch, Gabriel Duoblam, Camilo Gadmichael, Mading Yakrik, and Dominic Gadgokrik. All of them denied involvement in organizing the attack against the SSPDF base. The case continued to divide opinion inside South Sudan. Some citizens believe the arrests are necessary for national security. Others fear the case could increase political tension and weaken the peace process. Across social media and local discussion, many South Sudanese people are reacting strongly to the court case. Some people express sympathy for detainees, after hearing allegations of humiliation. Others are demanding accountability for the deaths of soldiers in Nasser. There are also concerns about tribal tension and political division. Many citizens are worried that continued political conflict could lead to more instability. At the same time, some people are calling on leaders from all sides to return to dialogue and avoid more violence. The situation is also attracting international attention. A regional observer and peace organization continue monitoring development in South Sudan closely. Many international groups have repeatedly encouraged South Sudan leaders to protect the peace agreement and avoid action that could restart major conflict. The stability of South Sudan matters not only for its own citizens but also for neighboring countries in East Africa. The court adjourned the hearing until May 25, 2026. That means the examination of Puot Kang is expected to continue. People are now waiting to see whether prosecutors will respond strongly to the allegation, whether more evidence will be presented, and whether the political tension will increase or decrease. This case may continue for a long time because of the seriousness of the accusation. Many people inside and outside South Sudan are watching carefully. This story shows how political tension in South Sudan remains very sensitive. The allegations made by Port Kangshol are serious and emotional. From claim of humiliation in detention to accusation against senior government official, the case is becoming one of the most talked about political trials in the country. At the same time, the government continues accusing the defendant of involvement in the deadly Nasser attack that killed many soldiers. For now, the court process continues and many questions remain unanswered. Will new evidence emerge? Will the accusation be proven? And what will happen to the peace process in South Sudan? We'll continue following the story closely. Thank you for watching today's video. If you found this report important, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notification so you never miss update about South Sudan and East African news. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.